Good afternoon, Vision of the Sun News. Believe it or not, I wonder why they got that in big bold letters. This is a newspaper we get, a weekly newspaper in my town every Thursday. So I got it yesterday. It says, believe it or not, we really did go to the moon in 1969. And here's the first claim here. I'll read it to you. The American flag and the photo of the moon look like if it's flapping in the wind. That would be impossible since there's no air on the moon. Then they're trying to back it up that rather than the flag droop, decided to use a right-angled rod that kept it spread out. According to Linnaeus, whoever that is, strong arm and Aldrin accidentally bent the rod a little bit, making it look like if the flag was in motion. They were also worried that the flagpole was going to fall down after they had twisted it into the ground, so they quickly snapped the photo, capturing the flag while it was still moving. Linnaeus said, yeah, okay. No star claimed no star showed up in the background of any photograph because NASA knew astronomers would be able to use them to determine whether the pictures were taken on the Earth or the Moon. Then the fact is the shutter speeds of the astronaut camera were too fast to capture the faint light of the stars. Astronomer Emily Brackbick Mardar from the Royal Observatory, Greenwich in London said, NASA used high shutter speeds to make sure the pictures weren't overexposed from the bright light of the moon. And then here's another claim. When the lunar module descended onto the moon's surface, it didn't scatter any dust or leave a crater from the rocket blast that slowed its descent. Then the fact is, in landing on the moon, the astronauts were traveling horizontally for a while, so the thrusters weren't pointed down and wouldn't have kicked up any dust. Drapic Murdor said. But when the module finally did touch down, you can see dust actually being thrown up for lack of a crater. Linnaeus said the astronauts didn't need to use such a large blast to slow themselves down because the moon's gravity is roughly 1/6 of the Earth, which is more of a gentle landing, he said. Here's another claim. The angle and colors of the shadows in the photographs from the moon were inconsistent, suggesting artificial lights were used to illuminate a set, and they backing it up with the facts. The many bumps, craters, and hills on the moon along the various light sources to illuminate light directly from the sun, light reflecting off the moon's surface, and light reflected off the Earth. Caused what looked like distortions and inconsistencies. Linnaeus and Drabak Mardar said. Also, the astronauts' cameras have wide-angle lenses that can distort objects. Yeah, right. Another claim. Armstrong and the lunar module are seen reflected in Aldrin's helmet visor in an iconic photo of Aldrin in his spacesuit on the moon, but there's no sign either astronaut is holding the camera. So who took the picture? The facts: the astronauts' cameras were mounted on their chests, Robert Mardar said. As a result, Armstrong did not have to hold his up to his eye. His hands, in fact, appear to be near his chest in that picture. Anyway, in the Bible it says, let God be true and every man a liar. And if you believe that they actually went to the moon, I figure I put this up here because it's the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 landing, which, Apollo is, short for Apollyon, which is, they had a king over them. Revelation 9:11, Apollyon. They had a king over them, and his name was Apollyon. They got those numbers in there. Then 1969, the 6 and the 9, that's very relevant in the Bible. From the 6th to the 9th hour, there was darkness upon the earth. That was when Jesus Christ was on the cross and he was being crucified. So, these Luciferian elitists, globalists that serve Satan, they like to use all this numerology in their messages. I know how to read their playbook. Anyway, Vision of the Sun News. Sign off. Have a nice day and God bless. Take care.